Hi, I'm Jo and this is Muddy Puddles. As you can see, the pigs are having their tea behind me. I thought today we'd have a look around the garden areas. I'm really pleased with my perennial food forest rows as well on the swales. I have some beautiful chamomile and I literally just ripped open a chamomile tea bag and scattered the contents in the hope that there would be a viable seed in there, and I have got chamomile popping up. And I've planted this really robust things because this is the row that I intend to hold the pasture back with. So it's on the swale bank. So there are things like mint and comfrey and chamomile. There are a few delicate things which will probably get dug out and moved at some point, but it's been really productive. I've had lots of chop and chop already from the comfrey and plant feed I've made. There's loads and loads of chamomile to harvest. Loads of mint sauce to go with the lamb. I've had strawberries from my strawberry plants, and that actually is a runner, and the sheep ate the original plant, but hey, it's a replacement and that's sending out more runners now, so I'll have plenty of strawberries. As I say, this is a hold everything back border. This has got Jerusalem artichoke planted in, and that will completely fill its bed, and no grass from the pasture is going to get past those, I wouldn't have thought. Some of the more tender things will need to be dug up and moved, like the sage. There's some little strawberries there. My bronze fennel, they probably won't compete with with the Jerusalem artichoke either, but they're all right there for now. And my lovely patch of green manure, and I'm going to leave these now so that I can collect some seed. I'm tending to leave one calendula plant to go to seed and deadheading the rest. And I've decided now to leave the poppies. They flower anyway, whether you deadhead them or not. So I will be able to collect seed from there. This is my other perennial food forest bank, swale bank. I have catmint at this end, which again is doing beautifully. I have a cherry tree, I believe that is. We spread some seeds. There were magic mystery seeds that we collected from an old friend's garden, neighbour's garden, where I used to live in Wiltshire, and I have had some amazing surprise plants pop up that are absolutely beautiful. And the great thing about it, they were all mixed together. I had no idea what was going to come up. I've got some lovely things. I've allowed some mustard to go to seed because I will collect the seed pods and make my own mustard, and the pollinators are absolutely loving the flowers on there. So I have let those go a wild. Tarragon has been really abundant. Chives have been really abundant. Welsh onions are settling in well, and I will harvest some of those next year. I have this amazing globe artichoke. I started from seed and not until May, and it's done so well. It's so huge. I have got others that are a bit smaller, but this one has really taken off. It likes where it is. Again, I have marjoram here that I've allowed to go to flower. That has been really productive this year. I've got several of those about, and they've been really productive. My sheep have been in here and they have eaten the flower tops of this mustard, so they obviously like a little bit of pepper in their diet too. My friends have given me these perennial cabbage type deal, brassica type deal. They're a bit like cabbage. I pick the individual leaves like spinach, pop them into stir fries, and they are really, really delicious. Again, this one I've allowed to go to seed because I am really happy if that spreads around. They are absolutely delicious. Great alternative if you're struggling with cabbage white butterfly in the summer. These seem to be almost unaffected. And spinach, this one spinach plant has been so productive. We've had so much spinach that we have cut, and it's come again and cut and come again. Just picking off the leaves as and when we need them. Have more of the perennial greens here, and this one I found one single caterpillar on here this morning. It's the first one that I've noticed. They stand up and they're really robust against cabbage white, it seems, so I'm very pleased with that. Loads of herbs and tarragon, oregano there. Loads and loads of Welsh onions. I've also got walkover onions and loads of chives. The butterfly lavender, I've taken cuttings of that, I've got some at home. And I'm hoping that the yarrow, this is one called the Pearl, I think, and it has beautiful flowers, but that I'm hoping will self-seed as well. I'd like some more of that. This pumpkin vine is just beginning to make fruit. As you can see, oh, there's another one. Just beginning to make fruit, which is lovely. It took a lot longer to get established than some at the top, and it's a lot smaller vine. The vine at the top, you can see it has taken over at the top, which is okay. It's meant to provide ground cover, prevent weeds, and make the soil looser for next year. That was its whole purpose. I had a bit of an upsetting time. I lost a pumpkin from here, which was looking like it was going to be enormous, but now I have this beauty. And just for reference size wise, it is huge, so I am really pleased about that. I can't wait to weigh it when I harvest it to see what that weighs. My corn, thankfully at last, has got some silks and tassels, but I love the colour of these silks. They are beautiful pink. I've never seen silk tassels this bright. The camera doesn't pick it up, but they look like the sort of colour hair my kids put hair chalk in their hair, and that's kind of pink they would have chosen. It's really pretty. So I'm enjoying that at the moment. Hopefully soon enough we'll enjoy some corn on the cob. My rhubarb is still waiting very patiently to go into the ground. I'm going to wait for the leaves to die back more this autumn before it goes in. My runner beans have had a bit of a wild year. They've been dug up and eaten several times by the pigs, and I've had to restart the seeds several times, but they are now starting to produce. I think these guys were planted mid to end of June, so I'm really pleased to be getting some runner beans now. The mange tout have been fantastic. They're nearly over. We're so fed up with eating mange tout that I now have let the pods pod up so that I can collect seed for next year. I made a video about burying this bathtub and turning it into an aquatic area because I found a toad in my compost that I named Theodore. And I think that's coming on really nicely. Now the plants have started growing around the edge, it looks so much better than when it first went in. So overall this year I'm really pleased with how the garden has gone. I'm really happy that I have got any sort of harvest at all. I used old seeds and I started with pasture land, so everything I've harvested this year has been a real bonus. I'm still sowing and growing for this year, and I've got plans for next year. I've started sowing brassica for the spring at home, and I've got strawberry runners to go in a bed and fruit bushes, and you're a bit of a bully, aren't you? and also my rhubarb to go in. So stay tuned for that. See you next time, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe and like button. That helps me out enormously. And the sheep agree.